get him in the airport with Shazam and all them back
smile.
in his time on Complexity. He does. Such a great guy. But they are definitely under a tough challenge. Probably the toughest challenge they've had in a while, Liquid. And it's going to be a tough battle. But luckily for them, Mirage isn't a map that EG plays too often, at least in the last 3 months. So if they're going to do it, I think they have to start things off strong here.
Yeah, I think the real worry, though, is just the caliber of players. So good individually, a stacked lineup. Yay, however, he's going to get 3 kills. A good flash from Subrosa, leaving him a little bit blind, too. But somehow, they've pulled this one back. Ethan and Stan. Spawning the cross. Bomb will be able to be planted. CT control already there for the T side. And the CTs... Well, it seems like both teams have knowledge of the opponent's position. Stan is going to be able to peek in. Now, he's got a smoke and a kit. He could look to make things a little bit interesting, try and bait them out, and he's even going to get the kill, looking to try and just bait out that defusal. It's left onto Ye. He spam shots through. I don't think he's done enough, however. He may even get an ace, and that has just got to be painful.
Faking it. I mean, again... You're not really sure if they're going to have a kit in the pistol round, especially with the way they were holding, too, trying to prevent the bomb from going down. And if he was sticking it, then you had time to play with AK for his team as well. So him and Sabrosa both going to have the AKs to use. The 2 Deagles followed up by Infinite and FNS.
The Brazilians once again. Now, last time he did this, it was mainly the first rise of Liquid. They managed to get right near the top. Here we go. T-side looking to try and build into this B site. Tarek. Going to be the staple defender. He does have a little bit of support, but it's from Breeze in the corner. So he's going to be sat back, just waiting to try and hold them on the cross. It's more down to Tarek overall. And in fact, Tarek has to do everything, but he has a little bit of support from Ethan, who's going to get them on the cross. And will eventually shut down sooner since his sort of ghost days. But, yeah, it disappeared for a bit, but he's come back, and I'm excited. He's kind of flashy, and could definitely pull out some decent rounds. The only thing that's always been there is his consistency. Ye is 8-1 right now. Ace the pistol. Couple of kills in the last round. Another kill in this one. Unfortunately, it's looked like he's having to do it on his own at the moment. Everybody else on his team actually does just have 0 kills, which I can't say is great. Wardell trying to win a battle with a Glock is not going to be ideal. While the trades coming back thick and fast after the initial 1D will give EG a 3-0 start. And
oh no,
as he finishes.
Come on. That was just my interpretation of what he would say, you know? But still, 8 kills, only one on his team with any kills at the moment. And for a team like Orgless, I mean, they do have like a lot of individual talent. You can't deny that. But I feel like almost everyone's going to have to be hitting shots like Ye's doing at the moment to really stand a decent chance against Evil Geniuses. And I don't want to count them out just yet. Let's see, as they execute towards the A site, they still have a player tucked in on CT side under Shadow. Sass's going to get one. Ethan gets one as well. And he gets a second through the smoke. And this push, pretty much just a 2-man defense here out of Evil Genius, has been enough to hold them back. And EG go up 4-0.
Yeah, this team plays over time, but even just looking at man for man, pound for pound, Orgless are heavily outweighed here. I hope they can show up. I really do. I'd like to see more from this team. I want to see them get some points as well. Obviously, the way the system works currently, they can get some points here, set them up nicely for the future events, which will be to come, where you can earn more. Get yourself potentially a chance at the next major, which, considering they are currently Orgless, it would be nice. Get them an organization to support Infinite. Free kill. Still doing some damage. A couple of players low. The peek through. Infinite gets another one. Getting onto the board in style as he now turns it into a 2 versus 2. Cirque is, however, watching into the key. Unfortunately, he's not going to have much support.
I think Cirque is going to have an idea here momentarily that the bomb is at the A site. So it should be planted here in a few seconds. Wardell going for a little bit of safe plant here with Infinite to cover him off. I think Cirque's just going to wait for the rotate from Tarek. He's going to be coming in from short. The bomb's actually planted for him as well. So if he can pull off like a 1v1 here. Problem is there's so many different angles he has to kind of watch out for as he goes in. And Cirque is starting to peek in towards side. Wardell's playing safe. See on top of Tetris. Just waiting for time, waiting for that little bit of a sound that the bomb is being diffused. Infinite and Tarek can be going head-to-head here, and he catches Tarek not looking. Cirque now alone against 2 with AWP. Switches up to the Deagle here. He's going to connect the shots on a Wardell, but the time is ticking. He's going to have to almost stick the defuse here. And if it's just going to peek in, spots him out, and it should be Orgless taking the first round.
Yeah, really good round from Infinite there. Even Cirque going down to the bottom of the radar. The question is, did the CT side bounce straight back and then make things really tough? Not. Is this going to be where Orgless actually starts to build into this one? Cirque doesn't like that idea.
They've only played it like twice in the last 3 months at officials. Well, guess a little bit of miscommunication there with the smoke and Molotov. Or maybe the molly was used to set the smoke perfectly there, but I think that's a little bit of a overcommitment of utility. Ethan's still going to be sitting there, so he's still listening for the sound. Again, you can jump into that window now without a boost, but no one's actually going that direction. Looks like they're going to be heading over towards the A site. Wardell looking to open things up with AWP. He's going to have Cirque there to deal with. Cirque's already trained right on the flashbang out of Ye. Perfectly timed. Wardell gets the shot onto Cirque. Or they expect the player still tucked away in towards the site. Stanislav gets caught looking the wrong direction.
Yeah, they've been completely overwhelmed. Great utility usage and every shot being connected by the T side. Definitely here to play in this match now, and I'm glad to see it. It's only going to be Breeze left, but he's trapped. Flanked him from FNS. For the T's, winning the pistol round has actually helped them out quite a bit. Infinite mainly, $7,400, which been quite successfully. It's definitely a gun I want to see continued. Aggressive push going to be coming in though. Stan and Ethan already managing to get a kill, but these are trading it back. Stan just spamming the wood and actually does a lot of damage. Tarek even going to take down another, so they're not allowing the T's to really build up too much cash. Now it's left on to Breeze. He's a 1v1, but a bit of an unfair advantage for Infinite.
Back up for Cirque. I got some utility to work with as well, but Orgless are starting to get on a roll here. I'm liking to see this. Again, their flashbangs have been good. You saw Ye completely blinding up Cirque for that peek to come through at Wardell. Stanislav, though, inside a shadow. They've not spotted him get in here. He gets the first kill, and he somehow gets a second. Don't tell me he gets a third. Ye's finally going to shut him down, but Cirque's still going to be there. FNS pushing the smoke over towards stairs, takes down one. Backs away as well, turn things into a 3-on-2. The bomb going to be planted. This could be so hard to hold on to, but luckily there's 2 players coming from CT. Well, now 1.
Nice shot from FNS. Making this look doable, especially after the start from the CT side over Breezy. Quick to make it tough. It's into the 1 versus 1. Ethan knows exactly where his opponent currently sits. Doesn't actually have a kit, so just going to try and bait him out, knowing that the AWPer on the other side is going to struggle in this duel. Looks like he is going to have enough time for the defusal as well. Going to be a little bit close, but I don't think Ethan's really breaking too much of a sweat here. It is going to be the round for EG. Well played in the end. I think the main thing to note in that round...
Well, they're up 5-3 now. And again, that was a very tough round. I'm actually surprised that a little bit of presence towards B off the bat as well here at Orgless. Going for an early smoke out of Ye. Trying to molly it as well. So trying to keep them...
That works.
Yeah, it knocked the player back out. I think that was Tarek actually backed away.
It's going to be a push onto short as well with a boost up for Cirque. They're trying to find out where this T side is going because they don't really... But just look at Cirque. He's looking to peek out. There's going to be a boost up. They're starting to run out of time, however. 30 seconds left on the clock. The Bulgarian very well placed, even jumping straight into the crosshair. And now Tarek actually swings out to try and help. Cirque, however, left alone, and he's going to go down. Sabrosa with an important impact kill, leaving a 3 versus 3. Breezy times it well to at least get another kill and give them the advantage and doesn't overface here. He knows that Stan is coming around on the flank. They want to make sure that they have the full squad here as they go for the retake. The only real worry is there isn't currently a kit, although there could be one on the ground. Infinite, he's trying to clutch this. Already 2 to his name. Just Ethan standing, the man who won them the last round, trying to hold on. Tapping the bomb to try and bait out his opponent, but Infinite not falling for it. Not this time. Not wanting to take the risk, but he still goes in eventually. This one, I think, is going to be even tighter. I think he might just about still have it. Ethan again. A clutch with just seconds to spare.
He gives his position away by shooting at Infinite, but also forces Infinite to look towards him, which leaves the other player on site that was defending alone versus 2 other players. So, I don't know. I just kind of liked all in general how EG went for that retake. And, of course, like you said, Ethan just pulling off that clutch 2 rounds in a row just in the nick of time to be able to, skate by on that one. But it's still 6-3. The rounds have been so close. Cirque, though, gets the first shot. That's going to be on the FNS. I think he was actually boosted over the smoke. He gets a second as well. I don't know how the hell he hears Sabrosa coming in, but he gets the kill nonetheless.
Starting to feel the rhythm a little bit, and you have to feel like Orgless A little bit hard done by here. 2 1v1 clutch. Breezy is going to hit... Go. He knows that there's a player close, but it doesn't seem like he wants to peek into the crosshair of Wardell, which, I'll be honest, I don't really blame him. Smoke going to be going down, leaving him isolated. If it's only the AWP peeking in, it could be a risk, but I like that Wardell is repositioned. However, the scope, again, is going to be heard. Even the peek back, and the timing couldn't be better. Leaves Infinite alone once again. 1 versus 4. He gave it a nice try in the 1v3 just moments ago, but this... Oh, almost another kill for Cirque, but he still left his opponent very, very low on HP.
Able to punish him. He was over towards Ticket at the A site, so it's really hard, I guess, for them to lock down position he's going to be in to then set up.
I think we're going to expect more from him on the CT side. More opportunities if he can be that same rotational AWP, but I do agree with you. Once the Bulgarian bulldozer gets going, very difficult to stop. Going to want to do that as soon as possible. Unfortunately, off. Now we start to see the wrap around to the ramp. 3 players and a 4th just behind, and this crossfire in play once again.
And Cirque's rotating to CT. He's going to see them coming through. They're just walking up. They can hear the scopes. They know exactly where they're going to be. They're not even looking at Stanislaw. He doesn't go for the trigger discipline, but he doesn't even need it. He gets himself 3 quick kills. Ethan has fallen, but actually Breezy be the one there to help support him. And Wardell, the last alive. They want to chase this off down, and they know Tarek's behind them. Tarek not going to miss those shots. EG take another round. I do want to say to get Orgless in for a round.
Adaptation. The Orgless now right back in. Yeah, he tries to be aggressive, but Cirque is just too quick. The smoke falling a little bit late, and they're just trying to brute force this. Breezy gets one as well. Eventually traded out. But the CT side, they're going to be very happy with this. However, Wardell, there comes up that AWP. The head of Ethan is gone. Connector control goes into their favor. Still have to be careful because Cirque is lurking around the window, and there is a slight gap in the smoke. Not enough to give him much of an angle, but if it fades, you'd assume that his AWPing counterpart on the other side will be dead within seconds. However, Cirque's attention's going to be taken. Stan is going to kill one straight through the smoke and leave just 2 players remaining. Wardell just about able to cross. Doesn't want to meet the same fate, but he's got to be careful. An open plant here is risky. There's still players around here. Instead, they're going to try and fight the player in CT. Ready and waiting. Peek out is going to leave Tarek dead. But 2 versus 2. It's still possible for the T side. Cirque, however, patiently waiting and catches Wardell. There's just a pixel of his hand. Leaves Infinite all alone, and Cirque's not going to give him the chance. The Bulgarian once again steps up with the AWP. And well, he's definitely going at this point.
Steps up. I think he just bulldozed the team. He's got Stanislaw at 11 as well, and Ethan at 13. But the kills he's been getting have been ridiculous. The first kill on a Ye in middle, come on. Gives you the early man advantage. It shuts him down when Ye's already had a fantastic game so far. Player out of Orgless to be able to stand up against the evil geniuses.
That's the issue. There's not really a weak link, and even with Cirque missing his initial shot, second chance, and well, doesn't happen twice. Taking them a while to take mid control because CT's actually smoked top mid at the beginning of the round. They didn't actually do anything with it, but they have just wasted a lot of Orgless time just by almost baiting out control. Players being spotted, and Ethan is just clinical. He has not been missing many shots at all. That seems to be the story for pretty much every single player at the moment. Ye, finally back on the scoreboard. A bit of a break for him. This would be one hell of a time to step up. Do they even know that Stan's in this corner? I'm not sure that they do. He's been waiting patiently for his moment, and it strikes with the round ending. 10-3.
4 players out of EG there to fight. So when you're walking in from ramp, you already know that there's 2 players in like certain positions, like CT spawn, jungle. Are you really going to expect there to be a 3rd player over towards balcony? Like, there's so many angles they have to check every time they run into this site, and with how well EG's been stalling for time, Orgless just don't really have the opportunity to do it cleanly because there's just so little time left for them to make that execute happen. Running through the Molotov to the fire and flames only to meet his death, or not, maybe. Ye gets the kill on a Tarek. The Deagle working out strong for him. He gets the 2nd as well. Ye is doing it almost by himself. So we got 3 more players to find, but the bomb will get planted. And now down to a 3-on-3.
Dirty Deegs coming up for Ye. I almost wonder if he should just be using pistols. An ace in the pistol round, Deegs just later on. We saw a couple of rounds later. This man's sick with a Deeg, but Can they hold on? A kit on every single player. Ethan wrapping around perfectly timed to catch up Sabrosa as he backs into his crosshair. Cirque already finding another one, and now Wardell. He needs multiple deagles. A first at least going his way, but the second is not going to be allowed. An 11th round for EG. A nice attempt considering the investment. Again, if you take that round in isolation, it's not bad. A bomb plant.
I feel a little bit bad for Sabrosa because he kind of like backed in towards short with his back of the half. 11-3. Tarek's gonna have some company now. He's gonna have that chance for content. He's able to get one kill into Ye. The bomb is still working its way there. Look how slowly it's going though, and there's actually no one rotating to help out Tarek. So he's gonna be on his own here for a little bit of time. The time is what it's taking Orgless to actually get in towards the site. Wardell's gonna be spotted. Tarek charges this one down. And how is this man not dealt with just yet?
Even gonna retrieve an AWP. Really is just going for the style points, but he's defended it alone. That's where they're going.
Let me get the kills.
Oh, finesse though, sneaky. To try and find the kill. The timing. He's just about going to get back around the corner. Trying to shoulder peek, but there's nobody there just yet. Waiting patiently to try and get that bomb down. It is looking like it's going to be planted. But Broza manages it. And with 2 AWPs, this really isn't the best case at the moment for the CT side. They're going to try and double up. Make their push through. They've got to be careful because there is still a man on the other side. Jump spotting but not finding anything. Maybe wanting to try and retrieve the AK. In fact, they're going to be juggling weapons around, and this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. They're all going to go together, running straight through. The trades, however, work perfectly, and FNS is going to... A little bit more about North America than I do, so he's going to be taking away the pistol round.
That makes... GS is looking to go for an A-side hit. Stanislaw and Cirque to be the ones to kind of rotate in from middle and pincer in on connector. And they have 3 flashes, though, and actually, in the meantime, Ye pushes Palace, spots out Breeze, gets the kill with a CZ as well, but Cirque's quickly just going to turn it back into an equal footing, but then he's going to fall to FNS, who actually catches him on the flank and connector. The smokes are down. They're looking to push in towards the site. They even got a player inside of jungle now. As Infinite takes Stanislaw's head clean off, and Ye, who was inside of Palace the entire time, just swings out and says, hey guys, you forgot about me. He goes in for the knife flash. Not going to happen. Ethan shuts him down, but Orgless will take the pistol round.
Fact is, they need to start really racking up some rounds. The T's are just going to take the hit. They don't need to go for any risks here. No bomb plant. Not really worth going for any sort of investment. Dead. The hope is to get the bomb down, really. They've got the bomb up in Palace. I'd be surprised if they really get anything done here, especially with the bomb now falling. And Breezy going to be all on his lonesome. Nothing really achieved or renowned for his AWPing. So we'll see what he can do here.
I'm hoping for his and his team's sake.
Into connector, but with him now being smoked off, it actually leaves Sabrosa in a pretty horrible position here, just waiting for the push, and Stan already removes him, leaving actually only 1 defender of this B site, but the bomb is not going in that direction, at least for now. They're waiting for the smokes to fade. Not a whole lot of time, though. 25 seconds. They forced a rotation. The tag is hit, but Wardell is gone with a couple of bullets. And that's going to leave just the man on ramp. Ye to try and hold on here. FNS does at least get one from the connector. The shot's coming through, but it's a very quick trade. Keeping the T's in the driver's seat, at least for now. Now, the CT side actually forced up a fair amount of weaponry here. Remember, the AWP was purchased and didn't really have much impact. In fact, the man shot with it is still standing. FNS... seems like he might have just been able to see the pixel overhead. I think someone may have just shouted it out to him. They may know that there's a player in the corner here. Smoke going to be going down. They do have a kit available to them. However, 2 players around this angle. FNS gets the first, but does he expect another to be in the Palace? The answer looks like no, and Ethan will close it out. Not expecting both.
Yet again, FNS dropping him, and FNS can be taking the hit, actually. Gets dropped the deagle. So that's all he's got. Wardell... yeah, if he hits that shot, if he doesn't like leg him, help stop the push. Cirque,
no.
What? I mean, oh my god. Ye just jumps out. Cirque says, yeah, hello. Takes his head off.
Wrap around from connector. They've gambled all their weaponry into the B site. I don't mind the play from Orgless. I think it's a good decision. Taking a risk. However, if anybody heads into that A site, that'll be all the information. But Infinite actually getting aggressive. Catches Tarek. FNS is going to just dome Ethan. And now the T's are actually in a bit of trouble. They've lost 2 kills back. maybe a little bit unsure as to where to go, and a face here could be risky, especially with Wardell still back on that AWP. They're going to try and double back in the other direction. This could be a good chance. FNS with no armor, waiting, spots out Breezy, but he can't get the frag. And now into a 2 versus 3, EG in with a real chance.
I like that SNS going for the fake plant in case someone was hiding away and tucked away in sight. Infinite trying to push in from connector, 2 players towards CT spawn where Breeze is already going to be waiting. Breeze is going to peek around the side, catches Wardell directly in the head. Doesn't expect the second player to be there with the nade out in his hand. Now it's all on Stanislaw on the 1-on-2. He knows there's one. Well, he knows where both players are going to be. One towards CT, one towards Stairs. He needs to win on that first duel, but he can't take down Sabrosa. And they will clutch out the round here. They should be able to save the op as well that Wardell had. Orgless will take a 7th round on the board now.
That's one of those painful moments for Breezy as well, where the respite. I say that, a Tech 9, a full set of smokes, some Deegs, P250s. This is not going to be, but I always fear when a team like EG goes for a round like this, because anything seems to be possible.
Especially with the smoke set down. They should get the bomb planted here. So Rose takes Tarek down. That's the bomb down, actually. That was clear through a smoke. Stanislaw's going to pick it up for him. And so Rose gets a 2nd kill through the smoke. I'm not sure what's going on, but right now, give me the settings out of Orgless because these smokes just don't seem to exist. 12-8 now. Orgless, they are...
The top half of the table, getting some points on the board and maybe getting themselves close to the major at least. So, either way... This time it's for real, I think, Jason. It's going to be the peek into window. Wardell basically trying to man mid, all on his lonesome. Tough, to be sure, as there are going to be 3 players looking to try and challenge.
2 defenders towards B as well. They're going to need to rotate over to help for this. Do how like Wardell's already set up in position, though, with AWP, ready to strike when they need it. They're actually even pushing in towards A ramp. So this is actually a perfect time to have Orgless to catch him off guard. No one's coming up A ramp. They have to fight 2 players in that position. They've actually got 2 up connector. Wardell hits the first, not going to quite connect the second, yet somehow EG come out on top. I honestly was not expecting that when you have 2 players towards ramp. I almost certainly thought they would be able to at least get
much in terms of smokes, but they still managed to just get the entries, and I think that's something that is just priceless for this team. Like, the amount of talent that they seem to have, even after going a couple of men down, they managed to come out on top almost dominantly. And now the CT side, well, they're saving for the next. They want to make sure they have that AWP onto Wardell. FNS will have the extra cash to do so. It's Mr. Deeg himself, but, well, 17. I think the idea of him getting 8 kills is actually, or 9, too far away. Dink is going to be connected, but this round should be fairly short-lived. Sabrosa does at least take 1 with him. An Infinite wrapping round. Might be able to catch someone on the flank, but well, if he gets anything more than 1 here, I think he's performed a miracle.
Well, I can confirm for you that he at least got 10 kills with pistol. Because he had 2... No, because, well, yeah, kind of. Because he had 2 in the round they got in towards B. Those were 2 1-digs. Then he had the ace, that's 7. That little bit of a break. I mean, they had 4 rounds out of 5 for Orgless. Then since then, EG's been able to take 2. Unless they can take this round. What else? Got the AWP in hand. And Infinite and Sabrosa have to be the ones to kind of hold on towards this B site. They're the 2 with the FAMAS as well. Knowing for to help out here for any sort of push, and that push might be coming true here. Sabrosa gets a little bit more aggressive, and it's going to pick up the kill Sabrosa for them because they may be able to shut down this push.
His kill there was kind of dirty, and he's still standing in the site. Now the rotation's coming as well. The T's, they're falling into what is now basically a stack. Cirque just waiting patiently with the AWP, but just leaving mate somewhat alone. The rotation from Stan might actually be a little bit too slow, but they're waiting out long enough that it might actually give him time for the rotation. Ethan's so low on HP, he can't really just stand in the open, and Cirque connects onto 1, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. Stan just a bit too slow. He's left into 1 versus 3, and well, he gets 1 just for that. It's going to be...
Even Tarek on the Mac 10. Threw out a yay. Did connect a little bit on a Stan. But he's going to be fine. And actually, it's forced even potentially Infinite to push him towards short. You saw him actually inkling his way over towards that position to help out. And Ye, though, somehow turns, gets the kill into Tarek against the MAC-10. But they've got players deep. Stan, perfect position to take down Ye.
Careful here, Cirque is posted that position. You can see Wardell hoping to try and find the trade frag onto Cirque, but he's gone. He's left, and in the meantime, Stan, he's in a different angle. Maybe the push straight onto Infinite. Now, he's had some clutch situations. The FAMAS in his hands once again, but he hits the dink. Unfortunately, the Galil does slightly better than the FAMAS. And Wardell, he has to save. Just hold on to this AWP. There's no chance of a clutch here. And he's not even going to get to do that. So
he does get picked off anyways. So unfortunate for them. They do have some pistols and an SMG. They got a scout. Not the best setup to go for in this round. But you get nothing to lose here. I mean, it's the last round of the map, potentially, if they can't win this. I don't want to count them out at all here. There's still a very likely chance. But look at Cirque just holding that position. He actually doesn't even get the kill. He does get tagged up to 50 HP, however. And Infinite's been spotted trying to push up in B. How's he going to escape this? Flashbang used. And he will just strafe jump away.
Peaks. Molotov's clearing the angle. They're actually fighting on both sites at the moment. Maybe B was just a bit of an elaborate ruse. They've got to be careful to check around the stairs. You do have to feel at this point, unless EG are going to make a mistake or somebody's going to step up huge for Orgless. This round is looking over. Ye tagged Wardell, however, does manage one with the dig. He's going to try and get aggressive, trying to cover his footsteps. And he does. He hits the headshot. Maybe he's the hero, as they're now going to go pushing in. The CTs have all rotated. They're ready for this push. There's 3 players on the site, 1 lurking into mid. Infinite doesn't quite manage to connect the shots, however, but Wardell with that AK sat in the corner. 1 down, runs out of bullets, but he may have done enough. Tarek still holding on, though. 1 versus 2. Much time. Needs to collect that bomb and plant it almost instantly. Just going to be sticking it and try to spin around, dance away, and he does. But Ye eventually closes things down. Wardell stepping up to the plate to give them a round. Orgless, they're going to live to fight another day.
They do, where they lost 3 players. They at least rescued the op in this round, too, plus the AK from earlier on. I would almost imagine... Obviously trying to fight for a potential overtime now as EG's on 15 already. EG looking to
try and spot anybody in towards the apartments, but he hasn't seen anything just yet. Turk making his way into the connector. They're going to find the kill on TA. That could be enough to really sell a rotation here. You can see the temptation from Sabrosa to move, but Wardell is not even going to flinch. In fact, 2 kills straight up, looking for a little bit more, but Infinite has his back, and Sabrosa...
I think in that last round alone, we saw quite a bit with the double kill that he was able to pull off. And of course, the stall, the rest of the teammates to help finish off the kills. See how defensive Orgless are being here, too. Not getting anyone up close. Don't want a chance losing any of these weapons. Take them from range. No smokes even being thrown down. Just a shooting gallery here for the CT side of Orgless. And that round was over almost as quickly as it began. And the fire away, or doesn't
your
fire
momentum like blows out the fire.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try that at home.
I was gonna say the water grenade coming next patch. Makes your footsteps even louder when you run through it.
Oh, here go the T's. Classic execution. Infinite already going to start things off strong. Sabrosa as well, spraying the smoke. Giving them a man advantage. Circle, so taking a nasty tag. They're just going for the bomb plant here. Trying to fight things back. But the CT side, because this was such a fast take, they have a lot of utility here. Wardell. Support. Back in through CT. Peek out from Tarek, tries to take a risk, and it doesn't pay off. Gonna try and hunt down one of the remaining members. It's all left on Cirque. He's got 5 men to find, and it's going to be flawless from Orgless. They really are starting to get back into this. 2 rounds the difference now. Enough money that if EG wanted to take...
Excited with what they have, to be honest. You're going to have to, second guess yourself. Are the colors right? Kicked off the second half. And Orgless seem to have really, wised up to the way EG are playing here. Putting FNS up close and personal this time. Tarek's gonna run through and get the trade. The problem is they still have lost Cirque in the meantime, trying to get that bomb down. Breeze flanks in through window, gets 1 kill. He's gonna need to find more than this though to help have a chance. Wardell inside of Palace peeks out, gets the bomb now down. More time bought on the clock here for Orgless. And they're just ignoring Wardell. He's just getting free kills. They actually trade positions. Breeze the last alive now against 3 with no bomb and a minute to go. It's caught falling, but still gets the kill either way. I'm not sure how he connects that.
Still possible. This man is a beast. Player in the world last year. Wouldn't want to be up against him, that's for sure. Then again, I wouldn't want to be up against anyone in this server, but still. Definitely one of the scariest opponents. Aid gonna chip him a little bit further down. 30 seconds left. He's gonna be able to retrieve the bomb. I actually quite like the CTs. They're gonna rotate back to play this one together. More chance of a trade.
Oh my god, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna run B?
Yeah, he is. He's got the time to do it as well.
How do they let him pick up the bomb, and then how do they let him run B like this? You can see them peeking in towards the A site, wondering where he is. They're actually pushing for information since they're together to trade the kill, and now they're going to realize, wait, where's the bomb? Don't tell me Breeze is going to win this. It's a 1-on-3 he had before.
Even still, with both players with AKs, I do like the fact that they grouped up. The timing of it probably couldn't be worse, but now have the chance to fight for that trade frag. More of a chance without that AWP in play as well, but the time has been ticking. Both have kits. No utility, and Breeze finds the first. They split up. They look for clues. And now it's left all into the 1 versus 1. Just sticking it one down. It's so close, but EG end out the game. Breezy with a 4K. What a way to close it. And that is our first map done. It came very close for Orgless. A great fight back in the end.